Good morning, dear students. We will read today the next chapter, chapter 2, Myths and Misconceptions regarding growing up. So let's read the chapter and learn about it. Alright? Open your book. Myths and Misconceptions regarding growing up. Myth means here story. Okay, myth is story. Myth is a story. Okay. And misconceptions. That means there is an opinion regarding growing up. Let's learn. Look at the book. What is the generation gap between adolescent and their parents? So what is the generation gap between adolescents and their parents? Adolescence is period characterized by a number of emotional and physical changes which can be a source of conflict with their parents and also affect their positive personality development. So adolescence is a period characterized by a number of emotional and physical changes. Are you getting it? Okay. Which can be a source of conflict. Conflict means here fight. Conflict with their parents and also affect their positive personality development. So the adolescence can affect their positive personality development too. Okay. Next, thus it is the home environment and parents who play a very crucial role in modeling the behavior of adolescents and curb tendencies towards smoking, drinking, fighting, etc. So, the home environment. It is the home and environment and parents who play a very crucial role in modeling the children who are growing up. Okay, they have to correct their behaviors, isn't it? They have to stop them when they are going in the habit of drinking or smoking or fighting. Okay, they have to see everything. Parents have to take care of their adolescent children. Understood? Okay. Next, the differences in values of parents and their young teenage children is referred to as generation gap. So what is generation gap? You have to know. What is generation gap? Can you tell me? Generation gap. So sometimes the question is asked, what is generation gap? So you have to learn the differences in values of parents and their young teens. Young teenage children is referred to as generation gap. Got it? Okay. The differences in values of parents and their young teenage children is referred to generation gap. Alright? Next. Some of the reasons for this gap between adults and youngsters may be listed as follows. So some of the reasons for this gap between adults and youngsters may be Let's see. First point, a need felt by adolescents to express their opinion and beliefs that were distinct and different from that of their parents. So, a need felt by adolescents to express their opinion and belief that were distinct and different from that of their parents. Their ideas and thoughts are different. Okay. Next, a desire among teenagers to create separate identities for themselves. So, the desire among teenagers to create separate their identities. Okay, separate identities for themselves. They separate themselves. Okay, next, parental need to control and supervise the adolescents on issues such as school work, partying, etc. So, parents are need to control and supervise their adolescent children. Okay, such as schoolwork, partying, etc., which often meet with resistance and becomes a topic of conflict. So sometimes that type of work makes them to fight. Okay. Next, a growing tendency among adolescents to view their friends or peer group as more important and valuable components of life than their parents or guardians. So, a growing tendency among adolescents to view their friends or peer groups as more important and valuable components of life than their parents or guardians. Okay, this growing up children may not be listening to their parents, but they will be listening to their friends more than their parents. Understood? Okay, next, increasing susceptibility to peer pressure, which might lead them to experiment with drugs, drinking, etc. So, increasing susceptibility to peer pressure, which might lead them to experiment with drugs, drinking, etc. So, they try to experiment different things. They maybe start drinking, smoking, all that. Okay. Next, how does a better quality parent-adolescent relationship promote positive physical and mental health of teenagers? So, how does a better quality parent-adolescent relationship promote positive physical and mental health of teenagers? How it can help? First point, better quality parent-adolescent relationship reduces psychological stress levels among children and parents. So, better quality parent-adolescent relationship reduces what? Psychological stress. Okay, among them. Next point, close relationship with parents promote self-esteem, happiness and life satisfaction and success among teenagers. So, close relationship with their parents promote self-esteem, happiness and life satisfaction and success among teenagers. teenagers very conscious about body image? So why are teenagers very conscious about themselves, about the body image? Okay. First point. Teens are very concerned about how they are viewed by others. They are keen to know whether or not they measures up to others' standards and their own. So teens are very interested to know. They are very much concentrating about their body image. Okay. And they also concentrate who is seeing them and how they look like and what others are talking about them. Okay, all that teenagers only can think. Okay, next point. As they grow up late, they become more objective about themselves and become more interested in fitting into the society and maintaining their self-esteem. So as they grow up, they try to maintain their self-esteem in the society. Okay, they also try to mingle with others in society. Next point. Young adolescents are very concerned about others watching and judging them, while older adolescents gradually manage to get over this tendency. So young adolescents, those who are now only growing up children, may be concentrating of themselves, okay, more than any other older adults. Okay, and generally when they are growing up older, then after that they will not much pay attention what others are talking about themselves. Okay, what others are talking about them, how they are looking like, they don't mind. But the children who are growing up, they concentrate more about themselves. They think that who is talking about me, who is looking at me, and what is he or she talking about me, all that. Okay. Now next point. Body consciousness when carried to extreme levels can also lead to eating disorders. So body consciousness when carried to extreme levels, it can also lead you to eating disorders. So sometimes what happens that teenagers, what do? If they are healthy enough, then they think maybe I am so fat and I may not be looking good, all that. So they diet. Then it will affect the body. Okay? So these things the teenagers do, the adolescents. Okay, understood? Alright, so we'll stop the class here. So whatever we have read, whatever points we have learned, please read again and learn. We'll be continuing the same chapter in the next class. Okay, see you in next class. Thank you.